So let's look at Jacob for a moment. First, I see his crisis. The Bible has us to know that the great crisis and the great turning points of life are often caused by crisis moments in our lives. When we look at the life of Jacob, Jacob was going through a major crisis in his life. When we consider his crisis, it was brought about by two things. First, it was brought about by his past. But when we come to the text, Jacob and his 2 wives and 11 children are traveling on a path, on a road, going back to the land of Canaan, the land of his father. A messenger was sent to him to tell him that his brother Esau was on that same road just ahead of him, coming his way with 400 men. Now, you must understand that Esau was Jacob's older brother, the brother from whom he had stolen his birthright blessing 20 years earlier. And Esau had vowed a vow that if it's the last thing I do, I'm going to kill my brother Jacob. And so Jacob has been hiding for 20 years, living with his greedy but scrupulous uncle Laban, hiding from his brother, hoping that Esau would never find him. But now Esau is just up the road on the same path. 20 years earlier, he was able to run from Esau, but he's too close now. He has to face him. For the first time in 20 years, Jacob was about to come face to face with Esau. That is, for the first time in 20 years, he was about to come face to face with his past. And his past was causing him to have a crisis moment in his life. Perhaps I'm talking to someone tonight who, because of the things that have happened in your past, is keeping you from enjoying freedom in your present, and it's keeping you from moving into the destiny of God for your life. Erwin Lutzer wrote a wonderful book entitled Putting Your Past Behind You. And the first chapter of the book is rather interesting to me because it's entitled Living with a Tattoo. He opens by telling a story about a young woman who was dating a fellow that was a part of a motorcycle gang. Living in that social milieu, it was quite common for them to receive tattoos all over their personage. As fate would have it, this fellow who was a motorcycle gang member ended up dying, and she met a clean-cut young man, and she later married him, and she put the past lifestyle of the motorcycle gang behind her, but every time she looked into the mirror, she saw these tattoos that were indelibly placed in her personage. Perhaps someone tonight has some things from your past that have been indelibly tattooed into your personage, and you try to run from it, but the more you run from it, you end up like Jacob, running back into what you've been running from. At some point, we must face the past and then put the past behind us. But his crisis was not only caused by his past, it was also caused by his proclivities.